Chat, I just got back from the gym. I'm hungry as hell. Y'all gotta excuse me, chat. I was trying to let y'all, you know what I'm saying, vibe out to the music. Y'all see, I know y'all don't want to hear me eating, but I need to get this protein right now, your boy. Hold on, let me make sure the sound and everything is good. Turn that up a little bit. All right, y'all should be able to hear me now a little bit better. Y'all should be able to hear me now a little bit better. Your boy just been chowed down. I'm gonna mute right quick so I can finish this protein, and then we gonna get into the crypto market is dumping again. God damn, the goddamn crypto market is dumping again, Chad. Again. Oh my god, it's dumping again. I'm gonna pause real. You counting down and still be late. Yo, I was trying to start at 12, right? I try to find like a little good window when everybody's not streaming, and you know what I'm saying? Millie can get it in, right? And I got respect to some of the streamers that I do watch. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta make sure I'm at a good time because some of the people y'all watch, y'all watch some of the same people and me. So, you know, and we just gotta find a good time. Make sure when you hop in this joint you like and subscribe. I'm almost done, chat. Y'all know y'all get the hood live stream. Y'all get the hood live stream. Carlton, what's the word, baby? Man, they doing us dirty, chat. But I said this yesterday. A lot of people was asking me like, Millie, why you not really, you know what I'm saying, excited? We bullish again because I already I can sense the uncertainty, right? I told you I had a huge business meeting yesterday with this company or whatever. And just understanding the uncertainty of the market and how people are not willing to put that extra that they do have right now in the market with this type of uncertainty. And at the end of the day, y'all seen the shorts I've been doing. In order for us to truly have an altcoin season, excuse me, we need we need QT to end, right? I believe the global M2 chart, the greatest chart of all time that everybody was talking about, it's literally putting in lower highs, right? So in order for that to stop shrinking, the balance sheet got to start shrinking. They got to change something, right? And now everybody is calling for the Fed to cut, the Fed to make changes. I haven't really checked to see if anything really changed. So actually, let's check out here and see if anything actually changed. Chat. We got 40 days until the next FOMC meeting. And right now it's at 86% chance. Remember when things were pumping? We have when they was cutting rates, we ain't even have to talk about the FOMC meeting. We already knew rates cuts was coming. I think there's some uncertainty about inflation rising. So there's a lot of sugar honey iced tea going on that we can't control. I also want to I want to speak on Horace post here, right? So he finally spoke on the Binance vote and also why Jasmy was could possibly be in the monitoring zone. I do recommend after this stream you guys to go check out my Jasmy video. It's actually sending right now as far as views. And for the people that ask me like, Millie, why are you just doing Jasmy videos right now? It's because that's what gets the most views on my channel. Social engagement. Guys, I'm full-time Web3. So if I'm gonna talk about something that I've done research and utility, I'm gonna talk about the things that gets the most views. And Jasmy gets the most views. It's not because I'm trying to pump my bags or manipulate the price and all that extra stuff. It gets social engagement and it gets views. And that's why I talk about Jasmy. That's it. That's really it. Right? Hopefully y'all can appreciate the transparency. But yeah, check out this post here. I'm gonna mute myself one because I'm almost done with my bowl here. I'm eating some chicken and broccoli. I'm almost done, guys. I gotta finish this up. Like I just got from the gym, so just bear with me right now. Glad that everybody's in the chat. And then I'm gonna get to some of these comments. We talked about it being a bull trap yesterday, Carlton. I'm not surprised. Everything love, what it do, chat room. Everything love. What's up, Papa? Yeah, man. We talked about it, and a lot of people were really bullish. A lot of people thought that we're in the bull run again. But again, stop fighting the Fed. Have we learned anything this cycle? What are we gonna do next cycle differently? We won't fight the Fed. We won't fight the Fed. If we in an environment where QT and shit pumps, we're taking profits, man. We're not fighting the Fed no more. We've lost that battle for 24 months. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee, man. It's time to stop being all super moon boyish and wake up and smell a coffee. Now, I will say this. Beautiful opportunity if you have extra money and you know that your situation is set. You got emergency funds for the next 6 months to 12 months. And your situation, your financial situation is set. It's stable. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You ain't got to worry about losing your job. You ain't full-time Web3. You got bags coming in every week, every 2 weeks salary. You know what I mean? Beautiful opportunity if you're looking at crypto from a long-term perspective, right? But until we get the Fed off our back, it's hard for me to see we get anything close to an altcoin season. I don't see Bitcoin dominance capitulating because it's probably the most attractive thing right now for institutions. Guys, like I've never seen like what happened yesterday, right? Like didn't GME try to be like MicroStrategy and then they stock like crashed 25%? Like GME dropped the most bullish Bitcoin news and they crashed 25% because a lot of people who hold GME, they weren't big fans of the whole Bitcoin thing. Crazy. I'm gonna pause real quick. I know y'all want to hear me eating. 1 second. Don't go nowhere, man. I know how y'all. Got the moderators in here. What's up, Wise? G Money, what's the word? I have been looking at my portfolio for a week, just grinding and spring cleaning, stay in the game. Yeah, stay in the game, man. Nothing wrong with spring cleaning. People say, if you never sell, you never lose. Like, you got to get away from that type of mentality, man. That mentality, if you got 35, 36 cryptos, you got 75 shit coins, and you still subscribing to the mentality, if you never sell, you never lose. I I mean, I wish you well. I wish you well, man. But in this environment, I'm gonna just say this, right? They ain't playing fair. They gonna keep bleeding this thing out until they feel like their bags are set because that's what it's all about. Let's be real. This is all bleed it out, shake out the weekend, and I want to be fair, guys. These big YouTubers, they're saying, "Oh, it's the weekends are being shooken out. It's the weekends, guys." No, it's not the weekends. People running out of money. People out of money to put in the market. Like people are running out of money to put into crypto, right? It's not a necessity for some people. We gotta realize that as crypto people, where is the liquidity coming from? It has nothing to do with people just are fearful. They want to sell their bags because they got paper hands. It's not has nothing to do with paper hands. People just running out of money to put it to continuously put into the market, and that's the honest truth. It's so many people that don't have paper hands, but just other things in their life is coming up. In the interest in crypto, the hype in crypto is kind of dying down. Our catalyst was Trump getting into office. Trump got into office. We got pro crypto laws, the SEC, this, that. Now the latest boss, the final boss is the Fed. And they're going to long draw this thing out until all of the elites' bags are filled. I made a RWA a visualizer for you guys of some of the things that I've been personally focused on as far as investing. Actually, let's pull that up here so I can show you guys. I think we need to start making our list for RWAs, right? We got to start making our list here. Open. We gotta start making our list on RWAs. You know what I mean? We gotta make our list on RWAs. Let's see what we have here. What's up, Roadblock? What you laughing at, dog? What you laughing at? Yo, what do y'all think? Why is Jasmy in the monitoring zone? Hara just gave us another cliffhanger. He didn't say exactly what he found out. Obviously, he found out why, and we're kind of like left waiting for the solution. But why? Why is Jasmy in the monitoring zone? Like, I wish Hara would not. That's been the biggest thing with Jasmy is the lack of communication. You know, if you're gonna put something out there, like, come on now, give us, don't leave, don't. It's like watching an anime and you watching Solo Leveling and the best part about to happen and then the anime go off and you just left with that cliffhanger. Like, don't do us like that, Hard. Let us know what's the problem. Maybe the community can help with the solution. Maybe we can help with what's going on, right? Yeah, that crash was GME was crazy, man. It's like, what the heck? Can we pump off good news? How are we pumping off good news and how are we dumping off good news and pumping off bad news? Been accumulating blue chips and getting ready for the fishing season. Yeah, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, dog. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So you see here, guys, I kind of like posted it in I kind of posted it here in the Patreon. But you know, these are like the top 5 RWA tokens that I am watching right now. Just watching, right? I wanna start assigning some liquidity to these things, but I am being patient. But these are my top 5 RWA picks. Nothing really low cap in the RWA is I wouldn't pay attention to, right? Because RWA is a sector where you need money, right? But I did post this in the Patreon, also the J5 Council. I've been doing extensive research on stuff like Constellation, Rio, RSR, Peak, Axelar. I actually created this visual myself, so just feeling good about creating things and being getting to that confidence behind developing different visuals and stuff that I can share with you guys. And it feels good to, I can make my own little visualization now based off the skill set that I've been picking up within the last 30 days, 30 to 60 days. So, yeah, just keeping an eye on these RWA projects, AXL, Peak, RSR, Rio, DAG, and there's other ones. If I missed any, feel free to comment. I know you guys like White Rock and Plume and things of that sort. Feel free to comment. Real world assets have seen tremendous growth with TVL surging from under 1 billion in 2022 to over 10 billion in 2025. This sector is revolutionizing how traditional assets interact with blockchain technology, and why RWA matters. As a traditional finance embraces blockchain technology, RWA tokens bridge 867 trillion traditional asset markets with DeFi innovation. Regulatory clarity is also improving. We're seeing BlackRock pretty much going a press run about RWA. Institutional adoption is already accelerating. We're seeing everybody and their mama working to launch their own stablecoin, creating the perfect environment for explosive growth in 2025. This is my top 5 RWA token picks as of now, subjected to change. And if you got any things that you guys like, feel free to share in the comments. Let me get back to my phone right here, and don't go nowhere. Y'all be going that way. Y'all be on, bro. Y'all just like to. Y'all impatient. The way y'all dip off the stream when I take a little break shows me the impatience that y'all have in crypto. All right, you buy the dip and then dips get lower, then suddenly you're out of money. Yeah, that's what happens to regular people in Carlton. I just don't like how the YouTubers try to make it seem like people just when that happens, people just have paper hands. It's not paper hands, man. It's called real freaking life. Good ladies, what's up, Crypto Princess? Salute to Crypto Princess, one of the OGs in the chat. A little bit of this market will go a long way. There's nothing wrong with just sitting on what you got if you don't have more to put it. And to be frankly honest, if I look at some of my live streams, maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, it's a whole group of new people. A lot of them people got wrecked in crypto maybe a year, 2 years ago, and they haven't even came back yet, right? I had 20,000, almost 22,000 subscribers, and only like 30 people showing up to live streams, and it's a whole new crowd. So that just tell you like how short-sighted crypto is and how fast people lose interest in crypto and move on to the next thing. Crypto Princess, love you. Getting low every month for about a year. I go harder, bills go harder. They keep keeping up with my hustle. Papa, that's where I'm at, bro. That's where I'm at, bro. And it's tough, bro. When your bills are keeping up with your hustle, it's tough, bro. When you see opportunity in the market and you want to take advantage of that opportunity, it's not like some silly, irresponsible, I want to buy every dip. It's like, I know that this is manipulation and that there's a good chance that this is required for everybody that has money, the elites, the people that have stability. This is required for them, that crowd, to fill up their bags headed into an environment of QE. And then people think QE is going to happen before May. Of course, crash the market. Let people get the best price. I told, I was in the business meeting yesterday. It was like, well, Millie, what you want to do? How do you feel about the market? I said, hey, I wouldn't mind the market going down. I wouldn't mind the market going sideways or going down. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? There's no rush, guys. We're getting everything we need from an infrastructure point of view. If you look at the new laws, you look at the things that's being implemented, you look at the integration. I think SC South Carolina just put out another proposal to allocate 10% of their state funds into Bitcoin. So that's a whole nother state doing that. So we got three or four states that are already talking about putting 5 to 10% of their state funds allocated in Bitcoin. So we are seeing the things from an inside infrastructure standpoint get stronger. It's like building a house. Like when we first got into this house in crypto, it had a whole bunch of fucking leaks and stuff because the infrastructure wasn't strong. But now we're seeing that infrastructure strong now. So the leaks and stuff like that, things are being tore down and rebuilt in an environment where cryptos can succeed. So yeah, it kind of hurts. You see Crow, look at where Nate at. Nate, in the sea of red, crypto.com has been shown to be the strongest token today in the top 100. The one, well, the one of maybe 5 green tokens currently right now on the daily. Salute to Crow fam, baby. Salute to the crypto.com ecosystem. Love to see it. Yeah, for real. Yeah. What's up? Wait till crypto soaks in the destruction today's data has done to the market. We'll be back to 2017 lows and also take another 90%. Was the inflation reading that bad, Kevin? Because I was reading something here. Somebody did post about and guys, let me know what y'all think. And this was from Kathy V. She says it didn't set off inflation. She says global factors were already in place. Supply chain chaos, right? I've been getting a lot of feedback from the truckers in the chat. Salute to the truckers, W's in the chat. Oil prices, issues from CVID caused inflation. Core inflation was already rising. When Biden left office, we had an economy that was the envy of the world. So, I mean, like, where are we at right now with this economy thing, right? Are we truly headed into a recessionary environment? Will 2017 play out again when, we had this huge like move, right? Okay, actually, let's go to the BTC chart that I like to pull up. That's not all full of ugliness and charting. All right, so guys, are we running back the 2018 playbook? Because if we running back the 2018 playbook in the Trump tariffs, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly, bro. And I told y'all when I did the poll, I said, and people wanted to argue with me. I said people's resolve is still too strong. The resolve, right? People are just still really, really bullish and really stuck on being bullish. They don't want to let it go, right? So the resolve of retail, the retail that's still here, because a lot of retail just left and they ain't even putting their taxes in crypto. Like this was supposed to be a huge event. People get their taxes, we run it back. Everybody puts their taxes in crypto, but it seems retail not doing that. So are we running back to 2017, 2018 playbook where we started a downtrend and then the tariffs took us into the depths of the unknown? What y'all think, chat? 2017 or are we running the 2020 playbook, right? Where we had the huge fake out to retest the 50-day moving average here. And then we bounced out of here in Q4, right? So I got all of the, okay, so let me actually get where I'm going at, right? So let's put it here. This is the 2017 playbook here, right? 2017 playbook where we get the massive fake out and it looks so it looked like it just fit perfectly, bro. And we get the Trump tariffs send us to the depths of the bottom of the sea, right? Which in my case, maybe 40K would probably be the lowest. I don't even think we go back to 30K, right? Or are we running back to 2020 playbook where we come to retest the 50-day moving average and we bounce out of here for Q4, right? Bitcoin goes to 120. Bitcoin tops at 121.35 wick. Bitcoin dominance shoots down. ETH pumps, and we have altcoin season. Guys, what playbook are we running here? And what makes the most sense? I don't like that the stock RSI also is curling without confirmation. That's not a really good that's not really a good thing, right? Because here, well, I guess you could say it curled up and kind of like went sideways. How long was this actual sideways action before we actually bounced up? Let's actually see how long that actually was, man. What playbook are we running, chat? This is crazy, man. All right, 70 days. So 70 days. All right, 70 days would put us, we should start moving in May. So yeah, if we run in the 2020 playbook, 70 days should put us right around May, right? Where everybody sells in May, and it's a fake out sell in May. It's like everybody prices dip, then all the buyers who've been waiting on the sideline comes in and pumps us up to Q4. And you mix that with a possible QE news event coming out, White Swan event. This is like the perfect setup, right? So I'm not against anybody that believes 2020 is happening, but I think now we got to consider, what happens here in 2018 here, right? When the tariffs got implemented, and then we had like this bear market where we bottomed out here. We bottomed out here, which was 237 bars. Where would that put us at if we went through that again? Where would that put us at, chat, if we went through that again? Let's see here. 37 bars. That would have us bottoming out in November 2025. That would have us bottoming out somewhere in November 2025. And then maybe we can finally start, I don't know. None of this is like etched in stone. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just asking you guys to see y'all opinion for real, because yeah. Point of the matter is the Fed is the final boss, and nothing happens without the Fed. That's the point. I'm not finna sit here and try to sugarcoat to you guys. We've been fighting the Fed for 24 months, and it's just been horrible, right? And everybody, every time we thought we were bullish or we were going to go up higher, it seems like they pulled the rug on us, right? And for some odd reason, besides my taking profits here, I didn't take enough profits off the table here if we are going to the bear. So we're just going to be running back this thing once again. All right. Let's see what happens on the daily, man. Yeah, the daily is really trying to confirm. The daily is trying to confirm bearish momentum here on the stock RSI. How are stocks doing, man? GME, yeah, GME. Let's talk about some real stocks, right? Not the meme stocks. Tesla lost a little bit of those gains. I told you guys to be aware of this wick gap here, and I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back down to fill it. So many wicks in gaps with stocks. It's crazy. It's like you see those, and it's like, oh, I got. It's a good chance that we're gonna come back down, right? Oh, and retest those wicks and those gaps. Let's see what we got here. SPX, XP wrecked. The XP wreck, bro. What is going on? Was the news? I didn't even check the news. I came right for the gym. You know what I'm saying? I had my meal already prepped for me. I came right from the gym. Heated up my meal prep and turned right on the camera and started streaming as you see. So what happened? Was there bad news on the inflation? Like what the hell happened that sent us back to the what happened? Aave integrates Chainlink. Michael Saylor's bold prediction, 500 trillion. I mean, nobody wants to hear about what Michael Saylor talking about right now. Grayscale files for Avalanche ETF. It's a lot to, you know. Alex Becker says, I'm assuming most of you have sold and are LARPing actively being in crypto at this point. Yeah, I think a lot of people are at that point where it's like, I didn't got out of crypto, but hey, it is what it is. I'll continue to participate until, liquidity comes in a year. You're going to hate yourself for not having any grit here. But it's just like, this is the part. It's like, dude, you already a fucking millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't keep thinking people are LARPing. Maybe they want to be a part of what's going on, but they done already got wrecked and so much liquidity they've lost that it's just like, they don't have any more money to put into crypto. It just kills me, these influencers sometimes, bro. And I was a big fan of Alex Becker. I like Alex Becker. You would never think that this was the president's wife's token, right? Crazy. I made a 3x on this. But that money is spent now. Where are we in this cycle, bro? Are we in disbelief? Where they're not even posting a cycle no more. They're like, yeah, it's over with. Jasmy, let's go by the dip. Jumpstart the garage. Ondo is by Blue Chip Choice. I have a little GFI, but not sure if it was hyped a while back, but it was rumored. Ondo is not a bad choice, especially if you're looking at it from an RWA perspective and with things that's going down with BlackRock. I learned about you from Win or Lose Rug, who is another subscriber. I appreciate that. That's my energy. Also crashed this map. I get my bag right for real. More time for us to really fly when the flip switch. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm agreeing with you there, man. I'm not in a rush. I don't think there's no reason for us to get extra emotional and extra bearish. Like, oh my God, this crypto is over with. Nah, this is what's needed. This is what's needed. It's unfortunate for people who bought the tops, who didn't listen, who was coming in my chat. Oh, Millie, you being bearish. Oh, Millie, this is no way. This is the top. There's no way. This is the end. Like, it's unfortunate for those people, right? Me, I've already been preparing for this, right? Because the one thing I've learned in the 3-4 years that I've been doing this is that I've been fighting the Fed, and every time that I thought that we was out of the doghouse with the Fed, we've never been out of the doghouse. We've been in QT for years now. Years. I think this one of the longest times we've ever been in this restricted environment, and it's starting to catch up with a lot of people because we got overconfident. I know I did. I got overconfident. I was moving like I already made it. It is what it is, man. No crying in the casino. The recession will be a beast, and from that millionaires will be born. That's facts, Carlton. Y says, I think we run back to 2017. Short. There was an earthquake in Asia. Was a small one. Solar storms hitting the earth plane right now. Solar eclipse tomorrow. Everyone stay focused. Things can get wicked. So is that bad for the market? Is when we get a solar eclipse, is that bad? Y'all know the moon phases and stuff. Crypto Homes, what's up? Yeah, April 2nd is already here. Sell in May and get wrecked. Sell in May and don't get paid, right? April 2nd, doesn't matter. Any sale will be blamed on April 2nd, but usually the major sale happens before the news, so Sunday should be demolishing day. I agree. I agree. I would even say this is the tariff sell off right now. Guys, this most likely is the April 2nd tariff sell off right now. Kevin Thomas makes a great point. W's for you, Kev, for understanding how this works. It's not going to sell off on April 2nd. This is it. It's happening now. Everybody's front running the April 2nd implementation of the tariffs, and the sell off is happening now. If you're going to get out, this is the time. Don't wait until April 2nd, because most likely that's when people will start to get bullish again, right? Solar eclipses, symbolized transformations, renewal, and introspecting the time for change, new beginnings, and potential spiritual growth. Everything lined up for that switch to flip sooner than we think. I love the mentality there. The orange guy never stopped speaking. That's what they had oh boy JD painting Trump with Cheetos, the orange Cheetos, like on his face, like in the meme. March 29th. Yeah, probably even more Monday in Wall Street opens. I agree, Carlton. Love the dump time to DCA and Jasmy and XCN. That's the type of mentality we got to start adopting, guys. We said this 2 weeks ago when everything was red. We didn't buy the dip then. And then everything got green. Everybody got bullish. But what did we say? We said we promised to ourselves, if we have the extra money, we will utilize these opportunities in these red days to find opportunity. That doesn't mean you got to be just a straight moon boy bullish and just deploy everything in one DCA. That's not how it's called dollar cost averaging. Averaging means you simply bring down your averages whenever you have the opportunity to do so, ideally and responsibly. Snap crypto is on a period. Yeah, GS, what's up, y'all? Good to see the chat in here. I guess we do. I guess we do a poll. Is this dip bullish or bearish? We're gonna do a poll, chat. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Bro. Unmute. Yeah, we're gonna do a poll. So I'm about to do a poll. Let's see if we can get this poll in here. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm just gonna put bearish or bullish because I just want to check the sentiment. Start a poll. And the question is, are you bearish or bullish? See if the resolve still stands here in the crypto market. All right, guys. Poll is up. Go vote. Are you bearish or bullish? Trying to check the sentiment, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Currently, we got 34 people in here. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and keep your favorite crypto and door-to-door entrepreneur inside the algorithms. Surge, what's up, baby? Okay, let's see here. 5 votes, 60% bullish, 40% bearish. Come on, guys, vote. We need to check the sentiment here. We need to check the sentiment, chat. We need to check the sentiment. I actually want to put that, I want to highlight that comment from Papa Gun. W's in the chat for Papa. He says, solar eclipse symbolizes transformation, renewal, and introspection, a time for change or new beginnings and potential spiritual growth. Everything lines up for that switch to flip sooner than we think. All right, let's have a look at the Fear and Greed Index. Right, altcoin season is sitting at a 17. Fear and Greed Index is at 30. The total crypto market cap is down 40%. The top 100 is down 4%. I see the total crypto market cap is down 4%. And Bitcoin is just dipping, man. Bitcoin is now at 83,000, down 3% on a day. ETH back below 2K, sitting at 1,800. XRP down 7%. Sol down 6% in time. What the hell is time? Never heard of that. BNB just holds so strong. Why does BNB hold so strong? BNB holds really, really strong, right? It's like whatever they do with their market makers, they literally like a major player in the market. Ooh, that last 7 days chart on Bitcoin looks ugly, bro. It looked like it just fell off the map. Yeah, man, Trump ain't gonna let us up. TUT just got listed on Binance, and you can see these are some of the Binance memes. And this thing is up 146%. Good to see memes on Binance. Kind of coming back around. Bearish short term, bullish long term. Bearish April, bullish in May. Yeah. Crow's doing well, isn't it, Surge? But I mean, we can take a look at ETH. You guys, we gotta look at ETH every day, right? Because we need our ERC20 tokens to wake up and do something. Ooh, man, if we lose this box, bro, I told y'all, man, we cannot lose this box, man. We cannot lose this box because we lose this box, you better expect your ERC20 tokens can go down another 30 to 80%, anywhere between 30 and 80%. Moving averages are trending down. ETH has been a thorn in our buttocks. Like ETH, bro. ETH won't let nothing go up, man. ETH, bro. ETH is ruining the trenches. Yeah, Crow is doing well. ETH is ruining the trenches. But, I mean, not much news, guys. We'll continue to monitor this. Let's check out the heat map and see if we can get some things going as far as leverage. Will the leverage be what sends us, back here? We got a lot of things oversold on the 4 hour, right? So if you are buying on the 4 hour, you got some really good deals on the 4 hour. Here to the 24 hour, still neutral, but starting to get some really good deals on the 24 hour. When you do your DCA, you want to make sure you're getting and buying these these assets when they're oversold, guys. Do not buy things that's overbought. And you can see here on the weekly, everything is literally oversold on the weekly. You see the weekly charts. We got stock RSI crosses, but no confirmation along across the board. So this actually is bullish. If you have a Warren Buffett type of mentality, you're looking at this and you're licking your chops right now. You're like, yes, I can finally add to my bags because I know in the next 12 months that my bags will grow from here, right? Do we truly believe that for the next 6 to 12 months that crypto is going to be bearish? Well, all of the bullish news and implications and implementations of law, stable coins, and the culture as far as these memes being collectibles, the trenches, like, do we truly believe this is it as far as this cycle? You got to ask yourself that question, right? Are you willing to take on this risk? Or do you believe that you're the type of person that can just come back and time the bottom, right? All of this plays a part. On the daily, you are seeing that huge liquidity magnet here sitting at around 83. So, a lot of people went long, and this is what happens, right? The market makes the decisions, right? The manipulators, the market makers make a decision. The manipul markers make a decision, right? Let's look at this from the weekly. Let me see on the weekly if we got that. We should have a nice good candle near 90K. Ooh, it's looking ugly. Yeah, guys, we're not even getting good liquidity patches to the upside. Like, why is we got this huge look? Like, we seen this. Okay, this is the monthly. I'm about to say, no way, this is the weekly. I'm about to say, we seen this on the monthly. But why are we staring down the barrel of 60,000, 62,000 BTC? Why are we? Like, nobody has hope that we can reach 100K? Is this it? Looks like even the people running that's leveraging, they're more likening to short right now, which is bullish, right? Because maybe they get hunted. But this is not bullish on the monthly. Like this little thing is getting stronger. This liquidity magnet here at 62 on the monthly is getting stronger. I would assume that the monthly stock RSI is really bearish on Bitcoin. And I can pretty much assume that it's okay. So it's already oversold on ETH. I mean, in my opinion, this is the monthly chart. This is actually bullish for ETH. The fact that we're already oversold on the monthly, one of the longer time frames. All right. Last time we hit oversold on the monthly, we got a huge candle from 1800 to about 3600. So last time ETH was oversold on the monthly, it did a 2x. It literally did a 2x. So there's your hopium. Reverse psychology. Looks like we are validating our double top here on the monthly. but we're oversold. So at some point, the pain has to end. It's still trending to the downside. I will say this. So we don't know how far ETH will fall, right? Because it's still trending to the downside. But at least we're oversold now. And the last couple times we were oversold, we said we seen nice moves to the upside, right? And on the monthly, I mean, these moves last. This was the January 2023, and ETH went up for almost a full freaking year. Like ETH went up from here, January 2023, and it topped out at May 2024, right? So is ETH about to give us the most generational rip out of nowhere that we ever seen? There's a good chance. Like, this is not actually as bearish as we are making it seem. This is actually, like, we're here now on the monthly. I don't know how long we hang out here. I want to make it clear because we can hang out here a while. You see this, man. We can hang out here a full freaking year. Right? How will that look? How would that look if we hung out here for a full year, right? That would be crazy, right? I mean, how would that look if we hung out here on a full year? How would it actually look? How would that actually look? There we go. Bear market vibes. Do we have to go through all of this for Ethereum to go back up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the hopium died so quickly when I thought about if we actually got to go through all of this to go back up. Are they really about to do this to us? Where we got to put in a huge double bottom and go through this just rigged time here? Because it's rigged because anybody that didn't take profits, they like, oh man, I do not want to be here for this. How long is this? This is all hypothetical, guys. This is all hypothetical. In a perfect world, I just wish we just ripped up out of here. All right, but this is all hypothetical. Yeah, that's on 300. That's almost a full year, man. That's almost a full year. Well, I guess you could say we bottomed here and you wanted to get a 184, maybe 6 months. Maybe ETH bottom 6 months. Oh man, let's look at Bitcoin. Monthly charts, guys. Monthly charts. Yeah, bro. The monthly got rejected. The monthly is in a downtrend on BTC, man. Man, the monthly is on a downtrend on the stock RSI, man. We haven't even fully we haven't even fully played out this stock RSI on the monthly. I think if you preparing for the worst, you're doing the right thing here. Yeah. Okay, I don't even want to look at this no more. It's annoying. What a drag. We got 30 people in here. Shit is crazy, man. BTC to 69K, 74K before wick 69. Crazy bear flag on the monthly on BTC. You thinking that's a bear flag? Let's go look back at it. On the first look, I didn't even notice it. Hold on, let me go back in and check it out. Bear flag. On the monthly? Share tab, where you see it? This is a... Oh yeah, that was like, I guess you could say that, but it looked like it already started to move from the bear flag. Because the bear flags usually trend to the upside, and then it breaks down as we see. But I mean, according to According to Crypto University, and even a 6 month chart is topping out, guys. Like this is not good. According to Crypto University, man, we only get four green candles each bull market, and we already have had 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Will we get a fifth green candle finally? This market is low key kind of. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We went up one. We had our 4 6 month candles, man. And if this 6 month ends up being a double wick, that's not good, bro. That's not good. So anybody coming here and saying we going to 200K, how? No liquidity, 2 wick candles on a 6 month, and historically we only get 4 green 6 month candles. Where is 200K happening? Unless we just run something we just run something we've never done before, which is a possibility because we never hit all time highs before the halving cycle. But did that fuck us? You know, it's the opposite. Everything red is green. Salute to Zapek fam. Y'all are really some strong holders. Billy Crow is holding. Go Crow. Yeah, it's holding John 3:16. Love to see you in here. ETH is either going to do a generational run or get flipped by another layer one blockchain. I wouldn't even argue that at this point, Surge. I can see XRP flipping ETH market cap wise. Yeah, man. It looks like every day it looks like XRP is getting stronger and stronger and closing that gap on ETH. And even Solana, right? Blast off pump will be this Sunday. All right, we got some big bulls in here. XRP is coming for ETH. I keep hearing ETH is not doing well, but I've held ETH for a while. I'm up around 25%. Doubt it will happen anytime soon, but anything is possible. Yeah, Jackie. It is Jackie. I'm not even upset. Yeah, I didn't take enough, right? I still held some things that I knew I should have got out of. Liquidity index is showing a major pump until May. The liquidity index. I'm gonna have to disagree with you there, Diamond Hand. The liquidity actually is in a downtrend. The chart that y'all always show is putting in lower highs. The global M2 that you guys always show. Let's see here, man. Liquidity. Where is it coming from, though? Where is the net liquidity? Where is it coming from? Where is it coming from? Global N2 is rising. Yeah, man, this is the time really to be bullish, man. If you do believe that that the liquidity, I don't. I don't believe we get nothing until they start cutting the rates and get us out of QT. Nothing can convince me otherwise. I don't care. You could talk until whatever. I am not. I just don't see it. I just don't see it, man. Global net liquidity is rising, though. It is rising. It is rising. I mean, like, you know. Um, I think Virtual Bacon had the chart. He was talking about it. I think he was talking about it. Him and Alex Becker was like low key talking to each other, going back and forth because he decided to consolidate his portfolio. All right, so yeah, this is a chart that I was looking for, and he explains it perfect, right?
what do we need to see in order for ETH BTC to turn around, Bitcoin dominance to turn back down, and altcoin versus Bitcoin ratio to turn up? Very simple. You need this global liquidity index to be printing in higher highs and higher lows, to be starting a new uptrend durably. And what does that look like? Well, right now you see lower highs and lower lows. So we are nearing trendline resistance, albeit that's usually a meme. What we need to see is for it to in some way create a higher low and then a higher high. When can that happen? Well, you can actively track this. What I have found to be quite useful for my own tracking is comparing global liquidity to Fed's balance sheet. And you note that each time that the global liquidity index shifts is when the Fed really makes the full pivot between going from QT to QE. So just stopping QT really might not have the full effect until the Fed's balance sheet can actually increase in a meaningful fashion again. So you see global liquidity did not rise across the entire world until the Fed's balance sheet started to rise very dramatically. And same thing back in 2022, global liquidity basically started its downtrend when the Fed made the pivot from QE to QT. So this time around, I think it's going to match up quite easily until this Fed's balance sheet actually makes a sharp bounce like this. We're not going to have the global liquidity index actually make uptrends until it's most likely just going to slow down, but still look something like this.
And what you think is going to happen when that happens? That if we just keep going, this is why it's hard for me to get with the whole global M2 is coming back around. We about to pump Millie. Can't get with that. Can't get with that. No, sir. No, sir. We've been saying that for how long, guys? We gotta stop. We gotta start being realistic, guys. We gotta start being realistic. That was the most realistic explanation of why we haven't had altcoin season that I've seen in the market. Salute to you, Virtual Bacon, for perfect explanation. There's no other greater explanation of why we won't have altcoin season. So Rondo, if we continue to be in an area that's restricted, what if all your altcoins just go to zero, bro? Because you waiting on ETH, and you could have pivoted. And there was better. So many people I seen do this last cycle. They held 2021 coins, never pivot to AI, never pivoted to memes, never pivoted to RWA. They just held those same tokens, and they still holding those tokens. When y'all gonna wake up and understand crypto's a little different than it was in cycles? I'm not telling you to sell your bag. I'm just saying I'm not selling anything until I see ETH do better. That's kind of like adopting that mentality. If you never sell, you never lose. Well, if you never sell and it just keeps going down, then what if it never goes back up? We just be so bullish, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that. Long term, right? Long term, right? You're buying now, expecting it to go up long term. But short term, in an environment where everything is restricted and it's a lot of manipulation because everybody wants to buy things for the best price until QE does hit, where's the light at the end of the tunnel here? XRP might be partnering with Brick soon. 66K to 70K to blast off. I would hate for Bitcoin to lose the 50-day moving average, because a lot of people say 60K. But if we go to 60K and we lose that 50-day, historically, if we lose the 50-day, and if it's not just a wick, we never bounce back above it until the next cycle. He said, I'll be back in October. Back to Lambo. I have to go shake some things up. Y'all spooked me with the Sunday demolition thought, so I pivoted a few tokens. What the heck? Somebody came in here with the whole Sunday thing, and now you was like, oh my God, Papa. You was funny, bro. I just made that pivot move. What, did I miss something? I think Diamond Hands, you come on, his name is Diamond Hands. You know what I'm saying? He was coming here saying on Sunday we about to bounce. Why is USDC more favorite than USDT when it comes to staking? Because USDT has like a negative stigma on it, and they always say it's ran by the I'm not gonna say it, but it's ran by certain people, and a lot of people just always assume that USDT is a scam, but they print just like the dollar prints, which is interesting. USDC just seems to be more, it has the blessings from an institutional standpoint in the laws opposed to USDT. USDT has always, since I've been in crypto, got attacked, and USDC has always been like the golden child. Which was crazy because I think back in the day we seen USDC kind of depegged, but we really never seen Tether depeg as long as we seen that USDC depeg. So it's always crazy. XRP is $2.16 right now. Hopefully it drops to $1 on Sunday. What the? We got some people saying we're gonna be bullish on Sunday. Will it be nice if Crow reaches top 10? Man, well, Crow is supposedly be the first exchange, right, to have an ETF, first token exchange token to have an ETF. So that's a step in the right direction. Heck of a drop is possible. XRP that bearish? XRP has been holding up way better than most tokens. We used to like make jokes about XRP, but this cycle has been one of the strongest. But yeah, you do got them 2 wick candles there, right? You do got them 2 wick candles on the 6 month. But it's 6 month. It's just not over yet. So this candle is not completed yet, not confirmed. Let's go to the weekly, dog. Oof. Yeah. It's always tough, right? When you get these patterns like this, it's always tough because they can easily. I call this the dead leaf, the dead tree limb hanging pattern. And they all. No, I'm not saying always, but sometimes, more times than not, they kind of like. I mean, from the cycle low to the top, the 618 would be $1.45. You don't want it to actually break $1.45. I don't really think it comes down to $1.45 though. It is starting to lose moving averages. This is a very, very, very technically like 60% of the time this could be a bearish pattern, but the hopium here is that you can get this project to kind of like hold new support, right? So technically how I would look at this as far as like support. Yeah, so you want to see this thing hold about $2.08. Just want to see this box hold, man. You don't want to break down off this box. Good chance it happens because 618 retracements are very, very popular. 618 retracements are very, very popular. But you want to see XRP hold this box here. If it breaks this box, it's a good chance it comes to retest the 618. It really just depends on how much structure we have here, which I would say I'm looking for a POC. I'm looking for a strong POC. XRP went up so fast, bro. It never built. That's the negative thing about things going up so fast. Y'all want things to go up fast, but if they don't build any structure, I mean, yeah, you want to see XRP kind of like hold this structure here. Yeah, you want to see XRP for me. If XRP is still bullish, it needs to hold $1.57, right? You need to hold the last cycle highs, right? Technically, if XRP can hold the last cycle highs here, then it's still bullish. Doesn't matter if it puts in a head and shoulder pattern and comes and dips down. It's still bullish above 150, $1.50. You lose $1.50, now you got to talk about coming to retest all of this structure. And I just know a lot of people don't want to go through that. So hopefully, like everything that's been bullish with XRP, yeah, you can see it like huge head and shoulders pattern forming here on the daily, and it's taking a little bit of time to actually play out. It's like a slow shoulder, shoulder here. So you do got a head and shoulders pattern forming here on the daily. It won't be confirmed until you break $2.08. So Yeah, XRP fam, you don't want to break $2.08 at all, because then then you're looking down the barrel of an ugly head and shoulders pattern here. Yeah, that's what we looking at. Diamond hands, I love the bullish. USDT ran by who? Who knows? Third? Who knows, bruh? Who knows? If we look at 60K, I'm sure we'd probably be in a recession. Yeah, this might be a huge manipulation for all we know. Lose. Yo, Crow with a knife been on up and up with Crow token. Yeah, man. I told you guys the Crow ecosystem was looking pretty good. Wow, Jasmy just broke 1-2. Did Jasmy just break 1-2? Ooh, that's bearish. Jasmy just broke 1-2. Ooh, that's bearish, chat. That is bearish. And got rejected on the 3-day at the stock RSI down here. We got so much bearish. I'm not even going to talk about it. Call Crow. Crypto.com projects and ecosystem has been holding up pretty well. You got Barra at 15%. VVS doing pretty well today. Salute to the Tonic. Is my Tonic fam in here, or is Tonic dead? Yeah, I don't know about, like, yeah, that's cool and all, but like you taking it, you really, if you got accessible money and you want to take a whiff at these memes, like, go for it. But you already know what you're getting yourself into. Crow with the knife looks good though. Crow with the knife looks really good on the weekly. It just, like, I don't know if it can outdo the macro, right? But we know memes can pump regardless of the environment. All it needs is hype. They're so low on liquidity that they can pump. Weekly looks good. Looking at it, looking for a MACD cross here. You got the stock RSI cross. No confirmation though above 20. RSI still bearish until it gets above 50. It starts to trend upside, but you're looking good. The 3-day tells me there's a good chance. Oh, not a good chance. This 3-day tells me that there's a 50-50 chance that it gets back above this moving average and 786 here. But the environment that we're in, the macro tells me that this is a good chance it could get rejected here at our 21-day EMA. And the RSI has got rejected, and the stock RSI still. So it's just a lot of mixed signal here. But this is a meme coin, guys. This is a meme coin. So just cautious regardless, no matter how the chart looks, because it's a meme coin. And we just in an environment where you need to preserve your capital to be able to take advantage of these opportunities. I have a very different view. My portfolio ain't crushed. I do have more layer ones than other coins. But that's good, Kenneth. I'm kind of like on the fence with you. When I say my portfolio is not crushed, it's not crushed. But how I feel right now, I wish I would have just sold at the top, right? And whatever happens from there happens. But I don't really want to round trip nothing. Not I really don't. No, I don't. The SPIs. I need those to be 5 cents. How low can Lunk? I haven't had anybody ask me about Lunk in so long. Let me go check it out for you. Lunk. Bro, I haven't heard anybody. Yeah, XRP on the daily just got a super red candle. Ain't that crazy? I don't know how low a token can go. They can go to zero. It's crypto, right? It's definitely it's bearish on the daily. All right, you can see the stock RSI cross in. I'm looking to confirm above below 80 here. Daily looks a little bit bearish, right? You look like you got rejected at the 50-day moving average, and now you're kind of curling down to that 21-day. Weekly is weekly. I mean, we're here. It's if you were like expecting Lunk to go back to where it was Like when you had that opportunity to buy and make a whole lot of money with Lunk. Well, we're back here now again. Last time we hit here, Luke had a 280%, like almost a 3x move. All right, that's how we hit the lows. That would put us around 302. Luke had a almost a 3x move here, 4x move, almost 4x move here. Last time we got in this area, which is crazy to see it bounce here in an overbought environment. Like that was crazy, right? But technically, I guess if you buy in here, you got a nice good move to the upside, right? And now we're like here again in this oversold area. So I wouldn't be surprised if Lunk bounces, but again, like if it does bounce, will it put in diminishing gains? Because each bounce is put in diminishing gains. I say the next bounce, if it gets rejected at the trend line like every other bounce has, it'll probably put in a 2x move. This is weekly charts, by the way. Long term. Doesn't look bad. Looks like it's trying to build that floor again. You just want to hope it's not distribution. XRP not even touch $1 in the bear market. If it does briefly, it'll be one of the best bear market buys. It would. With everything that's happening with XRP, I wouldn't disagree there. How low can it go? Yeah, the Jasmy FUD is strong, isn't it? The low volume for the weekend will be ugly for crypto. With the news, right? I'm still borrowing Crow on Tonic. So is the delisting stuff done? Are we safe? Nothing's ever safe in crypto, bro. So it's like nothing's ever safe in crypto. But I think Jasmy, if I can actually find it, I think Jasmy was like third or something like that on the I think Jasmy was like third, right? Last time we checked, it was like third or fourth on that the voting. Yeah, it's fourth now. Right? So I mean, we're not one. So it doesn't look like Jasmy will win like it did a few days ago. So I don't think it's not over with. But we're not 1 or 2 anymore, so take it with a grain of salt. You bullish, Pepe? I love to see it. Watcher Guru just posted some decent news. What was the news, DK? Watcher Guru just posted some decent news. I just see somebody get their X counter back after like 2 months. So I'm hoping my account gets back. FDI says banks can engage in crypto activities without prior approval. That is bullish. I've been telling you guys about this for like a year. That once banks get approved to help with self-custody, they have to hold crypto reserves just like an exchange. So if you hold 50,000 Luna token or whatever, it's probably not going to be like memes. It's probably going to be like tokens, like real tokens, Bitcoin, ETH, XRP. If you got 50 million XRP, the bank will have to hold 50 million XRP 1-in-1. So not bad. Institutions running to buy Bitcoin. That's crazy right there. But salute to this father, man. I love to see it. I love to see it. I love to see it. I love to see stuff like this, man. As long as the kid wanna, is not being forced to do it. I love it. I'll explain what this means. The FDIC in the government agency that protects your money in banks. Since 2022, banks have had to report every time they wanted to do anything that was related to crypto. So most banks were like, too much struggle and just didn't care about doing stuff that was crypto related. Expect more banks suddenly shilling BTC and probably other coins. Okay, they just put this for freaking AI response, but makes sense. I think we sweep the lows before we go into maybe. He said we sweep the lows and then we go into 400K. Damn. If Lunk goes back to where it was, it will be wild. Oh man, come on, man. Y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta let that. That's like saying the Lunk stablecoin is going back to $1. We've been saying that for 3 years, guys. It's like At some point, you gotta wake up and smell the coffee. Did you see that Betty from Bangkok didn't survive the earthquake? Nah, I didn't. I didn't even know there was an earthquake over there. I knew you guys was talking about it in the last live stream. Some things was about to happen with earthquakes and pyramids and all types of like weird times that we're in. And then everybody making like Ghibli memes and stuff like this. We just weird. We went from like anal meta, fart and anal meta to Ghibli memes. Right Haven, LO freaking L, bro. LOL. All right, guys, that's the stream for today. We talked about everything that we could talk about. I'm not going to long draw it out for you guys. I know y'all, it's Friday. Y'all got things to do. I got things that I want to do. I just wanted to kind of like show my face today, be consistent with the live streams, and just keep everything kosher and smooth and hope alive, right? But also being realistic and pointing out some of the things we need to overcome to get back into an environment where we feel wealthy again in crypto, right? So let's just go through this pain, whatever. It's the weekend. Don't put too much into the weekend. We need to see how the market opens up on Monday, right? And how it truly responds to these tariffs. So I wouldn't put too much stock in the weekend, right? Weekends always low volume, always manipulation. Don't do nothing crazy on the weekends. Let's wait till the stock market opens back up on Monday. Actually, let's see how the stock market closes today. But then we'll wait till it opens up on Monday and we'll kind of like make an assessment from there. I will still be dropping videos throughout the weekend and maybe do a live stream depending on the news and the things that we get. So we'll just keep our heads up. They eventually do the right thing by Link Holders. When is that? When is that? Do Kwon ain't coming back, bro, unless he get that little thing that Trump just did for old boy Nikola Tesla. They just got Nikola Tesla. They just dropped his charges. So maybe they dropped Do Kwon charges, right? The US came and got Do Kwon, no. But that was the old SEC. Maybe the new SEC is lenient and we see Do Kwon and SBF and Machinsky and all these guys get out of jail, right? Maybe pay a fine, be on some type of house arrest, or can't do things in crypto like CZ, right? Who knows? Let me make sure my camera. That's another camera. My bad, guys. I'm using my other camera. Appreciate that, Mike. Hey, good to see Mike in here, man. One of the Diamond Hands Bitcoin holders from 2015. Hey, stream, just remember you always have more than you had before. Yeah, man. Nice green candles after the FDIC banking news. Nice green candles coming in. Yeah, Bitcoin did go back up to 8.3, but I mean, like, what are you watching, bro? Are you watching like the 5-minute chart? Like, what are y'all watching a 5-minute chart, man? What is going on? Y'all act like y'all watching a 5-minute chart. Yeah, we bounced on the 5-minute chart. Way to go. We bounced off the 5-minute chart and then got rejected. I think, bro, looking at the 5-minute chart, bro. All right, so let me pull up Bitcoin on a 5-minute chart so you can see the downtrend for yourself. Nice, good green candle just to get rejected by the downtrend. What have we figured out? News doesn't affect us. No matter how much positive news we get, we just go lower. So yeah, we get a good 5-minute candle on the news, just like GameStop. And then the market realizes that that's not really that bullish. We're still in QT, and the Fed is the final boss. Appreciate you too, Papa. Years from now, but it only costs like $20 once it crashed to do that. 20 can die if it don't come back. All right, well, yeah, hell yeah. If you're going to put $20 in and hope that Lunk hits back its all-time highs, not financial advice. The 5-minute chart. Bro traded the 1-second chart on BTC. Yo, are we in the trenches, chat? Chat, y'all want me to do a trench guard video? If I do a trench guard video, are y'all trading with me? Are y'all trading memes with me? Because that's how we gonna make bags, bro. We gotta do this together. I can't just be doing this unless we doing this together. Not saying copy trading and then me dumping on y'all. I'm just saying we doing this together, right? We find a runner together. Everybody be involved at watching my stream, so there's no manipulation. We find a runner together. Or we could put something together for the community token, whatever. But should I do a trend stream? And we like trade some meme coins? I know a lot of people been asking for it. Y'all want me to hit the trenches? And we trade some memes on the 1 minute chart, or I mean on the 1 second chart and the 15-second chart. Y'all ready to trade some memes on a 15-second chart? Y'all with it? Y'all better bring y'all bags, bro. Cause we gonna find a runner. We gonna find a daily runner. We gotta make some money, bro. We gotta make some money. So we gotta go out here and trench God together to find a daily runner. I'm with it. We find something at a 5K market cap and we send it, bro. It's just a collectible. Why not? Okay, they say why not trade it? Yeah, we trade in the 1 second chart. That's how you trade the memes. You gotta trade the 1 second chart when it first gets created, and then once it's enough information, you trade the 15-second chart. That's how the trenches work. Yeah, I know, right? Trading the 1 second chart is wild, but that's the state of crypto we're in, like where people don't believe nothing, and we just trade the 1 second chart. I just put the bag on the runway, bro. All right. You got me other shit, so whatever. Oh yeah, if it go to $1, right? If it go to $1, McCray, let me hold something. Let me hold something, dog. If you put $20 in that joint, go to $1, and you come back with 135,000, bro. Let me hold something, bro. You the GOAT. 15 minutes sound better, Carolina. You can't try. Nah, bro. You cannot trade the 15-minute on pump fund tokens, bro. Bro, if you trade the 15-minute on trench tokens, you are going to get giga-wrecked. Giga-wrecked. Don't go in the trenches trying to do no 15-minute chart, bro. I'll tell you, don't do that. We not trading 15-minute charts in the trenches. We trading 15-second charts and 1 second chart. All right? It go a little something like this. What is it? Judge of the United States. So this right here look like it's about to bond. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about, chat. So, you know what I'm saying? We swing over here to that 1 second chart, and we just scrape, bro. We scrape, right? You want to check the fresh wallets. Like, this is hella bundle, right? You see this fresh wallets? When you got fresh wallets on 2% of the top 100, and you got 64 fresh wallets on a new token like this, hella bundled. Let's get this bundle out first. Dev is out. Cupsy is out. Max is out. I hate buying after them. I've been in the trench. I might need to warm up and get in the trenches, guys. Yeah, this is done. This is done. You buy this now, you anticipating it's going to bounce back. Well, nothing is ever done, but you know what I'm saying. Should we get in the trenches, chat? Social Security is a Ponzi. Now, once they around for like an hour, right? Once the token is around for like an hour, 2 hours, then you can start looking at like the 1 minute chart. You know what I'm saying? You can start looking at whatever chart gives you the information on the longest time frame. So in this case, it's been around for 1 hour. We don't got no information on the 15-minute. Yeah, you rock the 15-minute, bro, you're going to get cooked in the trenches. I'm just being honest with you. Right now, this is Ponzi. Social Security is a Ponzi, so I guess this has got a lot of hype behind it. Super bundle. You got a 14% bundle. This is going to... I wouldn't be surprised if this probably hits 700,000 in dumps. Look at this bundle here. This is crazy. 14% bundle. Unless they are running a manipulation. Our wallet's full. We got some trading bots here. We got 17 KOLs in it. Who else? Who was holding this? Ghosty? Ghosty was in it? Look, this is why we trade the 1 second and 15-second charts in the trenches. You see, they all already out, chat. Like 13 of these guys already out. So if you go train 15 minutes in the trenches, whew, it ain't gonna look good. Well, I'm gonna wait till we get in a good day. I don't do trenches on the weekends, and I don't do trenches like in areas like this. I need things to be a little bit euphoric. So when the bubbles turn green And Solana dominance is going up, and Solana has a lot of volume. We'll do a trench video. I don't know if I'll do 24 hours, but I'll do a trench video. Have your soul ready. Let's get something, guys. Let's make a bag, man. Let's make a bag together and really figure out the next step in the next phase of this market. But not today. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I mean, we already cooked and we not in the trenches, so it ain't gonna hurt none. Really, yeah, that's true. I don't have much experience in trenches. When I trade, I got wrecked happy I didn't put a bag. I mean, he's selling after 15 minutes. Anything happened in 15 minutes, bro, that's how I know, right? And it like, you don't even got 15 minutes in the trenches, bro. You don't got 15. I need some liquidity. I'm with you too, Serge. I need some liquidity, so I'm willing to do things are ugly right now. I'm bringing down 30K. Oh my God. I hate these type of stories, man. 30K down on Jasmy, man. Let's go. Good stream. Appreciate that jump start. All right. I'm out. I'm going to see y'all. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll run it back tomorrow. I got some more. Make sure y'all check out my shorts, man. I got shorts just rolling them shorts. So promote the shorts. They'll set up the videos. Let's get the channel back out there in the algorithms. We've been gaining subscribers after we were losing subscribers. So that's good. So it looks like people are coming back. All right. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later. It's right, Millie. I'll see you in the next one.